Hello, my dear friends. Thank you for joining me today. I have some good news that I wanted to share with you straight away. The DWP has confirmed that extra payments are being sent out this July 2026, and if you were born between 1951 and 1966, this could be important for you. Many kind folks in this age group are receiving money they didn't even know they were owed. It might be a back payment or a little more in their weekly pension. After all the years we have worked and raised our families, it feels only right that we receive every penny that belongs to us. I don't want any of you to miss out. In the next few minutes, I will explain everything in simple words: who may qualify, how much it could be, and what gentle steps you can take to check. If you or your husband or wife were born in those years, please stay with me. And if you find this helpful, I would be very grateful if you tap the like button. It helps me reach more people who need to know. All right, let's talk about this together. My friends, many of us worked hard for decades and paid our stamps honestly, but the pension system has always been a bit complicated, especially for those of us born between 1951 and 1966. Over the years, some mistakes happened, particularly for ladies who took time to look after children or family. But it's not just women. Men in this age range can also have additional state pension they've earned through years of contributions that isn't showing up correctly. And if you've lost a partner, you might be entitled to inherit part of their pension, money that can make your monthly income feel a lot more comfortable. The exciting part? Many of these corrections are being processed and paid out in July 2026. That's why you're seeing more people talking about extra money right now. I want you to picture this. One gentleman I heard from recently, born in 1958, thought his pension was fixed. After a simple check, he discovered he was owed over £900 in back payments, plus an extra £35 a week going forward. That's real money that changes what you can afford, whether it's turning the heating up without guilt or treating the grandkids. Stories like that are becoming more common this month. So how do you know if this applies to you? Here are the key situations that often trigger extra payments. If you reached pension age under the old basic state pension rules, there's a good chance your record needs reviewing. If you had periods of low or no earnings because of family responsibilities, illness, or unemployment, those gaps might now qualify for credits you didn't get before. If you were contracted out of the additional state pension during your working life, that can create complicated calculations that the DWP sometimes gets wrong initially. And if your partner passed away, especially if they had a strong earnings history, you could be missing inherited SERPs or additional pension payments. The best news is you don't have to be an expert to sort this. The DWP has teams dedicated to fixing these issues, and they're actively working through cases for people in your birth years. Here's what I recommend you do this week. Start by checking your state pension forecast online. It's free, it's secure, and it takes about 5 minutes. You'll see what you're currently getting and any potential top-ups. If something looks off or you suspect a mistake, request a full review. Don't have easy access to a computer? Call the pension helpline. Have your national insurance number ready and simply say you want your record checked against the current underpayment review program. When you speak to them, be clear. Ask specifically about any additional state pension, inherited amounts, and whether your contribution record has been fully updated with all credits you're entitled to. One thing I've noticed helps a lot: keep a notebook next to you during the call. Write down the date, the person you spoke to, and exactly what they tell you. That way, if anything gets delayed, you have a record. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, I've already checked this before. That's fair, but reviews are ongoing, and new information is being added all the time. What didn't show up last year might appear now. Let's talk real numbers so you can see what's possible. Back payments can range from a few £100s up to several thousand, depending on how long the error went on. Weekly increases of £10 to £80 or more are being reported in many corrected cases. Even smaller amounts add up fast. An extra £25 a week is £1,300 a year. That's a meaningful difference when you're on a fixed income. And remember, this doesn't just affect your pension. Getting your state pension right can open the door to other supports like pension credit, which in turn helps with council tax, housing costs, and even health-related benefits. For couples, The rules around combining incomes can work in your favor once everything is correctly recorded. I want to be honest with you though, not everyone in the 1951-1966 range will get extra money. Some records are already spot on, but the only way to know for sure is to check. The cost of checking is zero. The cost of not checking could be thousands over the years. That's why I'm urging you to take action while this wave of reviews is active. Another area worth looking at is deferral. If you put off claiming your pension when you first became eligible, you might still have options for higher payments or lump sums. And for those over 80, there are automatic top-ups and other additions that sometimes get missed. As we go through 2026, energy costs and living expenses are still a worry for many. Every extra pound from the DWP helps ease that pressure. I'm sharing all this because I've seen how much stress money worries cause at this stage of life. A simple correction can bring huge relief. If you're watching with your partner or a family member, pause the video for a moment and talk about whether anyone in your circle was born in this range. Sharing this could help them too. Let's keep going. Here are more practical tips to make sure you don't miss out. When requesting a review, ask them to look at your entire working life, not just recent years. Mention any time spent raising children, caring for relatives, or periods on certain benefits that should give you credits. If English isn't your first language or you need support, you can ask for an interpreter or bring a family member with you on the call. The process can take a few weeks to several months, but many people are seeing movement faster this summer. While you're waiting, keep an eye on your bank statements. Sometimes the payments arrive without much notice. Also, be wary of anyone contacting you offering to speed up your claim for a fee. Official help is always free through government channels. This July feels different because so many corrections are landing together. Use that momentum. I've covered the main reasons these extra payments are happening, who they affect most, and what to do next. But there's one more important piece. Even if your own record is correct, understanding these rules helps you advise your friends and family. Many older people don't use the internet regularly, so your knowledge could help someone close to you. Retirement is meant to be rewarding. Making sure your pension is maximized is one of the best gifts you can give yourself after a lifetime of hard work. If this video has opened your eyes to possibilities you hadn't considered, drop a comment below. Let me know which birth year you or your loved one falls into. Just the decade is fine. And if you're going to check your record this week, your comment might encourage someone else to do the same. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for watching all the way through. It shows you're serious about looking after your finances. If you found this helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you catch future updates on DWP changes, pension news, and cost of living support. You've got this. Take that first step this week, check your record and see what's waiting for you. I'll see you in the next video. Take care, stay safe, and here's to more money in your pocket this July and beyond.